Today I'm going to be building a Lego water park, but will it work or fall apart? As you can see, this build is going to be massive because this is just the base. Here are the changing rooms. However, this wasn't going to be easy. I ran into a problem. This piece was supposed to be solid, not see-through, which means we can see right through the window. I experimented by changing it to solid, but it looks ugly and takes away too much space. Instead, I changed it to a sauna. Let's now listen to these satisfying noises. Moving on to the roof, which came with some problems. It's made using absolutely tons of these individual sections that took hours to build. All the parts were in piles, and I simply took one part from each pile, making the factory-like system. After many hours, here are all the sections. As you can see, I clicked them together with an entire mountain of clip and bar pieces. Because of the sheer amount of bar and clips, it should be able to bend and hopefully hold its own weight when completed. Here you can see the beautiful curvature, but this is only one of 4 that we need to build. The supports I am building at the bottom will stick to the base. But before we'll see if it will, let's build the slides! These 2 green slides are intended for sliders to race each other. Included is even a red light for the countdown to the ride! I can't wait for the light to change. It's gone green! Let's go and experience both slides. Now let's move on to slide number 2. This yellow ride curves round using Lego's pre-molded spiral slide pieces, and the build even has a rail guard around the outside to prevent falling. This is another yellow slide, except this time it's much smaller for the little ones. And it is a 3-in-1 build, so they can have fun all at once. The first slide in our collection to not include pre-molded parts is this drop slide, which is featured in many water parks across the world, and so I could simply not do without one. Since the last 2 slides were yellow, I made this one blue. Being complementary colors, it makes the build look just right. And check out the basic function of the drop, opening and closing using the hinge pieces. And with that, another thing I could have done sooner is to add these glass panels which guide the rider down instead of throwing them out of the slide. After the drop, the slide slowly slopes down to a stop, which of course requires lots of bar and clip pieces. It's not only very functional, but very satisfying to click together. I will spare you seeing me building the same part again and again, so there you go. And with the final addition of these steps, it's done. Now adding the roof, which I got very lucky with. That's because the clip and bar pieces I used are actually stronger than one might think, so the roof can stand by itself. Let's check out the before and after pictures. Here is another satisfying part of the video. Adding all the water parts simply made up of round plates. Originally, I made the blue slide like this, with these glass panels 1 stud further in. But when I moved it back, the whole slide worked better. Wait! That's got to hurt. Let's fix it. I first added this barrier, but it looked painful coming down. But these glass panels don't hurt and look nicer! This is only part 1 of a series where I'm building a Lego theme park. So comment below what I should build next. Subscribe for more.